In West Yorkshire Police, we've used mobile data for about 4 years, and the main reasons behind it is that we want our officers to be more visible out in their communities. So actually we don't want them in using desktops, we want them out and about, accessing the information, all the searches that they need that information to do their job on a mobile format.
So Pronto's made a huge difference in how I carry out my daily duties. Previously I would have had to come back to the station nearly every hour to update things or to check things, but now I can just do it all on my device and stay out and about.
Previously we had to do everything on paper on different types of devices and it didn't really work. We were going to emergencies and we was tied up on emergencies for a good 3, 4, 5 hours. Now we can go to an emergency, get that done, tied away within an hour or so with Pronto and go to the next emergency, and just makes our job a lot more efficient, a lot easier, a lot quicker.
When you go to a job, you've got to do a statement, you can get that straight onto Pronto rather than getting pen and paper out. And when I do it on Pronto, it syncs up to my systems at work, so I don't have to scan it on, I don't have to do any duplications, it's all right there.
The Pronto is a really key part of the mobile data, and the reason for that is that officers are quite process driven, and the reason they're process driven is because they have to rely on the outcomes of those processes. Sometimes lives depend on it, sometimes their livelihood depends on it, and quite often their integrity and their professional status depends on it at court.
Pronto helps me work more efficiently, especially when I seize evidence. Previously I'd have to write out a label to stick on the evidence bag. When I go back into the office, I then have to book that evidence into the property management system and then into our case management system. So I'm repeating the information that I put on the report 3 extra times. Now with Pronto I can just type it all into the report, it automatically prints me out a label to stick on my bag, so there's no extra work to do when I get back into the office.
One of the key benefits for us strategically is that the information that's inputted into Pronto is very much accurate, because we're able to tie down the fields to make them mandatory. Officers are now able to go out there and fill out all of the interactions and forms that they used to do on paper. They can now do it on a mobile device.
When it's doing crime details, it's always good to do the crime. They can give the person the crime number right there and then. Taking all details, it's fresher when you're doing it straight on your device. You have to remember it and trust your memory when you're back at the station then.
Having the device and being able to do everything on the device as you go makes it a lot easier to go out and do more with the community.
We're very proud of the work we've done with Motorola in terms of delivering that ability for officers to use biometrics ID out on the street.
I can search people and search addresses. So obviously we rely on our control rooms a lot for information, but having Pronto in front of us means we can search individuals and addresses and just double check basically.
The fact that it just brings everything together, I can access all of my systems in one place. I'm not doing a little bit out in jobs, doing the rest back in the office. So it just makes everything so more streamlined and can be better at my job with Pronto.
The austerity measures that have meant that police forces and public services have lost a lot of staff. Pronto's taken the edge off that for us because it enables us to work a lot more efficiently, keeps our officers out and about and actually doing the things they should be doing with the public rather than having them inside a police station.